care, with like disciplines, with or with like positivity, because everyone is only hoping of the same thing right now, is that this will all be over, or this will be over soon, and we can live our lives back. Maybe not normal, but we can try to live back to normal, or try to readapt, and that's all we have to do, is just readapt. But like, it's almost like, if it's just almost like, for example, if it was a tornado or a hurricane, or something that's on land that destroys everything in its will, and it's just, and we have to, and then afterwards, everyone who was not affected by it, but a lot others have, like, it's like, but for the people who were not affected by it, were safe from it somehow, because they stayed home, or they were somewhere else at the time, and they were safe. It's like, they have family members, or they have people, friends, and whoever else that they know of, that it's just like, were affected, or were eradicated, absorbed, or or death, and stuff, like, anyways, what I'm talking about here is, my point is that it's, when it all comes down to it, and overall, like, how you, for how you see it, it's all chaotic, it's all worse, it's all down, falling, and whatever, and all. But when you see, not for what's in front of you, but for what you see inside of you, for how you respond to the epidemic, is how you respond to it is majorly important, for how you do. So it's like, and for you and you only, not for others, but for you. And it is important for others too. But I'm talking about, like, but if you're not the person who handles isolation well, and I can't believe, and I don't know many people who probably could, but then again, isolation, but I know some who are, and some who aren't, but it doesn't matter who I know. It's more of, if you're not the kind of individual who handles isolation well at all, I mean, you're not alone, but don't make other family members or friends or anyone, especially your family, like, more worried about it or anything like that, because you have old people, you have elderly or old people in your house, or you may have someone who you honestly care about so much, and yet, or even younger siblings, and if you're more calm and collected, or trying to be around them, and don't force yourself, like, kind of force, don't, but if you can calm yourself and collecting yourself from this endeavor, or from this pandemic, from everything, and you reflect that upon others, they will be happier for you, and for the sake, and for your sanity. But yeah, it's like that. No one has to suffer. No one has to ever, like, in this lifetime suffer, but I understand completely for everyone who does, and I understand completely for everyone who does suffer mentally, mainly, and or physically, or spiritually, but mentally especially. I understand it's a drainage of our minds. It drains us. It makes us feel that we were never, to begin with, like, that we were never, like, in the first place, like, ever, prepared, of course, or never was, or like all our survival skills, all of our knowledge and everything else in this world that we learn from, it's like just gone, or it's still there, but it's like it's gone as kind of like as a whole entirety or something of it, because we're also worried about it and everything. And I understand you should be worried. You should be maybe not afraid, but more cautious, way more cautious, and way more understanding. Just and ignore the barking and the noises in the background. It's irrelevant, anyways. But hopefully you can still hear me. And if you're still listening to this for this long, this is this is the real me, of course. This is the person who you would be talking to if you ever met me. But what I'm saying is, we all need to be, we may not be mentally prepared, and we may not be mentally anything in sense, but we are mentally, but we need to be mentally strong. We need to stay strong mentally, mentally, spiritually, physically, but mentally, in our minds, in our souls, in our lives. We need to be strong, on the inside. We need our hearts to stay strong and our minds to stay strong mentally, because if we don't, we're not gonna survive this. And I wish I did have a few more friends, or at least several more friends to communicate with, or to talk to, or to see in the future and all. And maybe I might, but in the future, but it's just for how I am. It's it doesn't seem like it would be a feasible thing. But hi. That was my teacher, or my old English teacher for the 4 years, and I do love her as a friend. But anyways, I'm not gonna get emotional. I don't know why I get emotional that easily, but yeah. So, but I don't mean to make this a very long episode, but I hope you all understand, I guess, or hopefully you understand, for whoever's listening to every word I'm saying, is to be strong. Be strong and be vigilant mentally. That is, we can all just, we all want this to be over. We all want this to be over. We all want this to be done with, just so we can live on and move on, and having to worry about it. Like we need that's all we wish for. And I don't know if everyone does, but majority of the people wishes that. So, but anyways, yeah, so I'm sorry for the long episode, but hopefully, if you're still listening, thank you so much for listening. Like, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, and if you don't listen to it all, what I'm saying, it's, that's fine. I understand if you don't like the talk show, or if you're not into, someone talking forever, you're out, but think of me, just as an acquaintance or as a friend, if you want, to you, and all we're doing is just talking, but instead you're listening to me for 26 minutes, almost 27 minutes, of just talking about it, but you're listening and you're understanding and you can relate to this, and I hope, and most people do, I guess. But anyways, but thanks for listening, and hopefully you have a nice day and night, and just remember, out of this whole entire episode, just stay strong mentally. Mentally stay strong and vigilant. We can live through this. We can do this together. We can move on from this afterwards, and we'll be saying hallelujah and praising the Lord and praising God and praising everything and doing and celebrating it, and maybe not with fireworks and stuff, but with family gathering or something, just thank goodness it's over kind of thing. But of course, when it does happen in the future, but if you're not, but if you're like me, stay strong. If you're like me at all, if you're who has anxiety and stress and everything from it, and just overthink and whatever else, and mentally unprepared and unstable, just try to stay strong at least, because I know you can do this. I know I can. I'll try. I'm still living. I'm still talking, breathing, and all. My heart is still beating. But some days I don't know for how long. But and I don't mean just on its own, but other ways or other things. But yeah, that's not. But anyways, yeah. So stay strong and have a nice day.